All right, number 5. This is I Love Wayne's World, who says, I believe I'm trusting in Jesus' death and resurrection for salvation, but I have OCD and can't control my thoughts. So how do I know if I'm really trusting or just agreeing with the facts intellectually? I can't speak to some of what you're talking about when you say I have OCD and can't control my thoughts, but I will speak to at least how I think this works for me or for others I've talked to. And I think that this is true, and I think it's biblical. I think I can support it with scripture. The basic idea is this: having thoughts is not the same as choosing beliefs. That's kind of my central idea here. And somebody, I think, who has mental challenges like OCD or schizophrenia or something like that, they're going to have a much stronger challenge with having thoughts. And so how much more important it will be for them to know the difference between that and choosing beliefs. And the biblical example of this is the man who says to Jesus, I believe, Lord, help my unbelief. And I've talked about this somewhat recently, so I won't go through the whole story. But the man needs his son to be healed. Jesus says, hey, if you believe, I can do that. And the man says, I believe, help my unbelief. So he had unbelief literally mixed in with his belief. He had both. And so maybe your question is kind of like, I believe, but I also have unbelief, kind of like thoughts mixed in there. And I don't know is that enough? Like, am I saved with this? And my answer is yes. Like, that's exactly what the example we have in scripture, the one example I see where we have this sort of thing, belief mixed with some kind of unbelief. But the man said, I believe, that is my choice. This is where I say making a choice versus your thoughts. His choice was, I believe. His thoughts were, help me with my unbelief. So you have thoughts and you have a choice. I choose to continue trusting you. Yeah, but do you feel like you believe? Do you feel like you're confident? Well, not exactly all the time, no, but I choose to trust. Okay, well, that's good enough. That's good enough. I think absolutely that's good enough. So I hope that you find that helpful. I think that one scriptural example is a good thing to maybe help you navigate that, to not become worried that a doubtful thought equals unbelief as a choice. It just doesn't, thank God.